Okay, residents, how you doing? This is Brother Wafiq back again. I know it's been a while. I was just sitting back waiting to see who was all going to be on the ballot for trustees and mayor. So I think that ballot should be finalized this week, and we'll know who's running for mayor and who's running for trustee in our community. But I had to reach out to you because recently, some of y'all may know or may not know, we had a shooting in our community. 3 people got shot. I just got sent an article in the Sun Times yesterday. One of the people that got shot died yesterday, so it's a fatality. Authorities say that originally that it was a domestic thing. The newspaper article said it was a drive-by shooting. I confirmed it with some people that it was a drive-by shooting. Now, a drive-by to me is different than a domestic, all right? I believe that if it's a drive-by, these are criminals, and the house that was involved, it may be some criminal activity going there, maybe some drugs, okay? This wasn't a domestic. So this type of violence, to me, from my experience growing up in the streets and things like that, seeing what's going on, this to me sound like it could possibly be drugs. I don't know, this is just my opinion. All right, so I also hear that the house that was involved were renters. They weren't owners, they weren't taxpayers, they were renters. So let's break this down. In some of my previous posts, so I told you we were trying to get this mayor, Vivian Covington, to put on a ballot a crime-free housing ordinance that would make landlords accountable for the actions of their tenants, and the tenants could possibly be evicted based on the problems that they cause in our community. So we have a drive-by shooting, a house involved, their renters. This would be a perfect opportunity for our local law enforcement to investigate, contact the landlord, and see if these people had anything to do. Maybe there's some illegal activity going on in that house we don't know, that they could be evicted, put out our community. But no, Vivian Covington did not want to do it. She did not want to put it on the ballot. I said once before, she do not care nothing about your safety, or mine, as a matter of fact. They stole, let me just say this, it's $39 million missing, stolen / mismanaged, whatever you want to call it, $39 million, all right? We paid as taxpayers over $600,000 for this audit. We have not been able to see the audit. Vivian Covington and this board has not brought the audit to a board meeting so that we can go over and show the residents exactly where our money went. To me, that's because they stole it, all right? That's how I feel. So they allowed, one resident got 40 pages of the report. The report I hear is over 1,000 pages, something like that. So they're gonna give this resident what they think, this resident should have, 40 pages. It don't even get to the meat and potatoes of what's going on or what happened to our money. So meanwhile, this IRS report is sitting in somebody's office. I don't know the village manager, I don't know where it's at. We can't see it. We can't see where our $39 million went. But you got this lady, Vivian Covington, she's still running for mayor again for re-election. I don't tell nobody who to vote for. I don't tell nobody nothing like that. But I'm gonna tell you who not to vote for. And that's the current mayor. To me, she had 2 terms to grow our village, to do great things in our village, and it just ain't happening. Along the way, $39 million of our tax dollars got stolen, all right? Let's just look at this. We had a drive-by shooting recently. We don't have a full police force. The police had to be laid off, as you know. Some of you might not know, because of the deaths. We ain't had no money. Now we got a drive-by shooting. We don't know what criminal element has moved into our village over the winter. So guess what? Just like in previous years, criminals moved in. The summer was buck wild. As you can remember, we had those murders in that summer, one summer. So we don't have a full police force, all right? I see police driving around here and there, I look at other communities and see a police presence in their community. Man, listen, I see at least 5, 6, 7 police cars riding around. How many do we see in our community? Because we short. Because they want to steal all our money. All right? Now, we have the money to meet. Those jobs that was given as political hires at the TV studio, we gave a promotion or hired or whatever, a deputy fire chief, $90,000 or whatever. We didn't need that. Did we need a deputy fire chief? No, we did not. That's a waste of money. All right? But these are the type of decisions that these board members and this mayor is making. All right? So they got to go. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They got to go. What else did I want to tell you all? I heard that the Regal Farm, that they were going to try to sell the land. So I thought the Regal Farm was a historical site. We couldn't upkeep the Regal Farm because they stole all our money again, once again. That's why the pool was closed for the summer for our kids. But as I think about this, if they were to sell the land at Regal Farm, who's to stop somebody from putting apartment buildings back there on that land with Section 8? You understand what I'm saying? So if that's their intentions, we have to try to fight it. I heard some residents were passing around a petition, and that's good, because you got to fight these corrupt politicians. They gonna get if we don't fight them, they're gonna get away with murder like they've been doing. All right, they squandering our money. They getting these big salaries, and who paying for it? The taxpayers. We as taxpayers are paying for it. So with that being said, we had a drive-by. That's a doggone shame. But we need more police presence. We can't have more police presence if we don't have more officers on the police force, a full police force. Then we can have more cars riding around. The police are more visible, okay? But this administration, they don't care about that. They rather do political hires at the TV studio, Milton Payne's daughter, deputy chief, all kind of stuff, man. Wasting money when it could be going to law enforcement. I hear that the fire department's budget is $1 million. That's what I hear. Okay, if that's the case, like I told you before, I got a problem with that. Divert some of that money. How many fires do they fight a year opposed to what the police have to do? We need more police, all right? Divert a little of that money to the police department, okay? And like I said before, we don't have not one African-American fighter on the police force in a predominantly African-American community. I find that something is wrong with that. You can figure that out. Go figure that one, because I don't know. I haven't came up with the answer to that yet. Nobody can give me an answer. So just tune in. I'm gonna be doing some things once the elections get moving. We find out who's on the ballot, okay? But we had another shooting. Blame your mayor. We don't have enough police on the streets. All right, the crime-free housing ordinance, she don't want to put that on the ballot and pass. It's kind of too late to do that now. I believe she on her way out the door. And residents, it's up to you. It's up to you. We know, I can't tell you who to vote for, but I can tell you who not to vote for based on the history of their performance. And it's not our current mayor. You know, maybe she did the best she could. Everybody ain't good at certain things. All right? Some people good at stealing. Some people running their community is good at running their community. As mayor, I don't know. You figure this one out. So until we find out who's on the ballot, I'll be talking to you. Lock your doors. Be careful. Be vigilant. All right? Because we got some killers riding around through our community. So watch yourself. Be careful. See anything, see something, say something. It's obvious that we got to keep ourselves safe and work together, because this administration don't care. Peace.